Welcome back to the Ricky2ra podcast, episode 22. And, well, where do I even start? This podcast episode is in a different format. It's about one topic, but I'm not going to take long on it. This is going to be probably a short podcast episode for this week, and this will be released on Wednesday the 16th of September. I will also be going back to hopefully the normal format as well for next week, so you guys will be having 2 episodes for next week on that day. And yeah, I'd like to just thank you for listening, to this podcast. I feel like I can speak honestly on here. I can speak my mind, and yeah, I just want to talk about life, really. Life is short. Just had some recent turn of events, and something, it really hit me actually. Life, I had this thing about life. Yeah, it's it's short, man, and this is just from the top of my head, guys. I've got notes down, but I didn't research anything. I literally wrote what was on top of my head. This podcast may not make sense, it may or may not. I wasn't actually going to record an episode, I was debating, but I thought, why not? I'm going to just record this, and I'm just going to post it next week. But yeah, this is going to be all over the place, but it won't be like my normal episodes. It won't be like 20 to 30 minutes long. It might even be 5-10 minutes, even that. But life is short, man, and no matter how much you make, no one will remember that. Like, no matter what you had, or how much you made, how much you got in the bank, no one will remember that when you're gone. It's what people will remember you by: how kind you were, how how much you helped others, how much you gave back, what you were like as a person. It's those things that I've recently thought about that people will remember you by. And I'm sorry if I sound a bit, down. This topic is just sensitive at this moment of time to me. So that's why I feel a bit, on the downside of my voice, but I promise you that it is, it's also because I've had my coffee as well, but but yeah, it's where was I? Yeah, it's what people will remember you by, really. What legacy will you leave? And at the end of the day, that's how people will remember you by. Were you kind? Did you help others? Did you live life to the fullest? This is personally for me something that I'm still learning. I'm still progressing in. I feel like I haven't hit the surface yet with legacy in my life, or what people will remember me by. But yeah, it's just what I'm trying to say is you never know when your day's up. Like you don't know, like life is beautiful but hard at the same time. You know, there's so much beautiful things in life that you can appreciate, and then there's the other side of things that just hit you, break your heart, and just make you upset. And that's life, man. You just gotta live it and be happy. And I feel like happiness is probably the number one thing up there with your health as well, and your well-being. Um, if you've had a happy life, and you can 100% say that, I think you've lived life to the fullest. You've achieved what you've wanted to do. It doesn't matter if you have £5 to your name. If you're happy and you felt like you've lived a happy life, then that's you. And it's different for everybody, but what's in my head is that it don't matter if you've got like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. Like, nobody's really gonna remember you by that when your time's up. It's if you were a kind person. Did you help so and so? Did you give back? And I know I'm repeating these things, but it's been on my mind, and yeah, it's something that I've really been thinking about, and that I'm gonna really take in from now, or when I thought about it, till forever, really, because I do this podcast, and maybe you guys listen to me, and I really appreciate that, but it's something really to think about wherever you are, wherever you're listening right now. What legacy are you gonna leave? And I know it's a bit weird talking about this, because as a 23-year-old, you don't, well, for me personally, I haven't really properly thought about that. I've just been thinking about this whole magic thing, the shop, and I haven't really thought properly. Like, I've thought about it, but not like really, like now when it's hit me, about like the long term, like what's at the end, what will people remember you by. I've heard people say it like in YouTube videos and interviews and stuff, but it hasn't really hit me the way stuff has hit me like recently. And it's kind of put a new perspective, really, especially when I was writing this down as well. So it's not what you have, it's what people will remember you by. And I think that's going to stick with me for a very long time. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that here, podcast. Yeah, I think that's it for today. But this will be uploaded, like I said at the start, on Wednesday, the 16th of September. Before I leave, I'd like to dedicate this episode to Mitt, aka Deepak Madas. Rest in peace, bro. Rest in peace, man. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you.